Hello and welcome back to the Greenhouse SMP. I'm HistoryWes and I'm here in our Asian-inspired base. But today we are taking a trip to the end. Dun dun dun! So to get there, we need to go through our portal into the Nether. And it's really a short trip because we have there are a couple of end fortresses in the world which are in use. One of them is very close to my base. So we just go around the corner and here we are. We end up in the end fortress. Have a little quick recharge with some food. And here we go. Whoop. And unlike a lot of bases, or a lot of end connections, we don't have to find a way off of a platform suspended in midair. But Barbarian John has made an ender, and it is suspended off the edge way down here at the bottom. And he has built this water elevator to get down to it. Looks like there's some loose cobblestone there. And this is a really dodgy water elevator. No sides, just one side. Just water going down and no floor either. So you could just go right out the bottom and end up falling into the endless abyss to your death. And since we don't want that, I think I'll just step off right here. There we go. Now we have a nice, safe walk out to the ender. Yeah, it might be a good idea to have my elytra on, or my tori, as we say in Japanese, wings. Now, Barbarian John built this ender. I did not participate in any way. This is in fact the first time I'm walking out to it, and it's your pretty basic design that's been around for a while, since about 113 I think. But that is not to say that it doesn't take some guts to come out here and set this up. Here we go. So we whack some endermen. Those ender pearls get collected, and we get lots of experience to help recharge our tools. And stick that in the hotbar, whatever you want charged, or stick it in your offhand, I should say. And let her rip. Okay, we're charged up. And collected quite a few ender pearls. I think I'll grab myself a little stack. I think we're going to make a dispenser, kind of a kiosk set up in the town of Rosewood, so everybody can get free ender pearls. Anyway, as you can see, I put my elytra back on, and we made it back to my base to pick up some supplies we're going to need for our work again and the Nether, and another quick trip back to the end. I had to stop by the farm and chop down a bunch of trees, which I cut out because you've seen people chop down trees in Minecraft before. You don't need to see it again. I chopped down 3 of the massive spruce trees, the big taiga spruce, and replanted them. So I got plenty of spruce wood with me, at least to get me started. And here I am back in the end, and this is the hallway that I've dug out to from the landing portal where the obsidian is, out to the elevator for the Ender. And I've widened up this stairway, which is the one that originally was there. Yeah, we don't need that. Which was originally there and leads up to the top of the platform here, of the island, if you will. So we're going to make a stairway of spruce all the way up to the top here. We've really been talking about terraforming the whole main island on the Whales Night Patreon server, where I am also a member, and you've seen no doubt some of my recordings from that server. Some people have gotten together and really done a massive redo of the main island of the main Ender Island. A massive terraforming of it, and so I thought we might do a little terraforming here just to get ourselves started. And so we've got our steps up, and we can put a couple little pillars here that kind of make it obvious that this is the way back down if somebody needed to get back in this direction. We'll add these jack-o'-lanterns here for some lighting. I probably put down 300 or 400 torches around, but there's still a lot of area that's not lit up. Still a lot of Endermen hanging around, as you can see. I'd like to get it lit up enough so that there are no Endermen anymore. To that end, I think I'll bring about 3 or 4 stacks of sea lanterns and use them. So John has expanded this a little bit. He's made it 3 water columns wide, but I'm going to enclose it so that people can't accidentally fall out. So as I drop down, I'm going to place these blocks in the back, and I will do the same thing on all the other sides. This really isn't that hard and is not that dangerous if you pay attention to what you're doing, but it's still a little nerve-wracking just working in the end. Just knowing that right on the other side of those blocks is the endless depths of the universe. Okay, I'm back up here. I've brought with me some podzol and some spruce saplings, so we'll plant a few trees, see how that goes. And here we go. Also got some grass. I only brought 2 stacks of grass. Did not go nearly as far as I thought it would. And now I'm back down in the hallway. This is the hallway that leads to the Ender from the landing platform. So I'm not going to do it overly fancy. I just want to enclose it, light it up, make it safe. Put a floor down here. It's entirely possible or even probable that we'll come back at a later time and fancy this up a bit more. can't imagine that we're going to have a reset anytime soon on this server. Since there's still a lot of promise that has not been taken care of. Still got a lot of things we want to do, and we've not exhausted any of the possibilities from 1.13, so I imagine 1.14 will be added to the server, but I don't think we'll be restarting the game or anything. Hopefully we'll get some more players. If you're interested in joining us on this server, I will give you some information in the comments below, the description below above the comments, so that you can make an informed decision, maybe join the server. This is a Patreon server. It is the Patreon server of HistoryWes Gaming and supports her, as well as giving us a fun place to play. Alright, so this is kind of our pattern. Cobblestone around the edges, little wood and sea lanterns. And I see Barbarian John's name tag. He's on the other side of this wall. I think he's setting up a beacon. I'd put up a little beacon, but just a one pyramid high, and he's going to put up a full beacon, and maybe more than one here where we're working. Okay, so that half of the wall looks pretty good. As you can see, I brought a bunch of materials, and John has brought a bunch of dirt so we can expand the landscaping up above. And I'm going to cook some potatoes here, because I only got 10 pork chops, and you never know when you need more food. Well, that's not true. You always know when you need more food. You just don't always have it. Alright, we need some stairs. Alright. We want a nice spruce wood floor in here. There's so many things to do in a Minecraft game. You can get as in-depth as you want. There are people that play Minecraft who have never been to the end. Then there are people who play Minecraft and think you kill the dragon and you, quote, beat the game, unquote. People are always asking me if I beat the game. Mostly kids. Have you beat Minecraft? Well, do you mean did I kill the dragon? Yeah, I've killed the dragon. I've killed the dragon on this server half a dozen times or more. And each time you do, it expands the game. You have another portal that leads out into a different direction in the end. And once the dragon is dead, there's all this to do. You can completely reform the end. You can rebuild it into a giant base. You can terraform it. You can create an ender to provide you with experience and refresh your tools that have mending on them. Getting rid of the dragon is really, to my mind, more of a middle game thing, not an end game thing. Okay, John's asking about the elevator. I've enclosed it. I used endstone. I am having second thoughts about that fact, but people don't usually look at or care about the walls of the elevator they're in as they're going down. But if we're going to make it into a real 1.13 functioning elevator, we need a piece of magma and a piece of soul sand, which he is going to bring. Yeah, I hate working around these guys. So while he's bringing that, I'll start doing a little work around the elevator here, making it look better by replacing some of this end stone with some nice spruce. Because unlike the shaft, you know, you'll be looking at this much more. And we want to widen this. Don't want to shoot up out of the elevator and then fall into the great empty, the great blackness below, the abyss, all those things you can call them. They're all scary words. Okay, and we've separated the two columns now, and we want to put magma at the bottom of one and soul sand at the other, but we have to have water source blocks all the way up, and we've brought some. Okay, no, I don't want to be washed into the. All right, the important thing to remember is to stay calm in these situations. I've got rockets if I can get them into my hot bar, and then no, not a bow. Oh, there we go. And we're back. I cannot believe I just survived that. Okay. So, let's not do that again. So we've got the hole in the exact wrong place. And I put that pressure plate right in the wrong place. Okay, we don't want one in the middle. We want to seal up the middle. Let's get some, yeah, that's brilliant. Take the rockets out of the hot bar again. Okay, that's where the pressure plate's supposed to be. And the water is not supposed to flow out over it. But in order to make this work properly, that base where we're putting the magma and the soul sand actually needs to be one deeper, or else we need a sign there. So I'll go ahead and close this a little bit while Barbarian John is getting a sign. I can't believe I fell off and did not die. That's just not my luck usually. Okay, put that block in before he comes back down there. Just in time. Okay. We got pressure plates. And there's a sign. Okay, now we've got an up and a down. Hey, and here's what it looks like when you're coming back up. Then you come down this hallway and you come back around to the original spawn platform. I think that's all we have time to work on right now. So we're just going to take a walk right up here. Look at these trees now. They've overgrown the path a little bit. We'll just trim them back. The beginnings of a beautifully terraformed inn. But for now, it's time to hop back into the portal. The portal to go home, I mean. And there we go. Okay, thanks for joining me on this little adventure in the end. And if you enjoyed it, please press like. Think about subscribing. And you know what they say. As always, keep on Minecrafting.